Afternoon, guys. A home fixture against Chichester City in the FA Cup, second qualifying round. Great performance, Corley, I thought today. 1-1 draw in the end and a trip down to Chichester on Tuesday. How do you think the game went today?
I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the boys today. I think the management team collectively have worked really hard in terms of watching every one of their games this season. We've done a lot of work on the grass on Thursday night, and the players carried it out today. I think collectively, our goalkeeper's not made a save. He's picked the ball out the back of the net from a wonderful strike from 25 yards out. And at 1-0 up, we've had 3 1-on-1s, had a 5-minute spell where just that little bit of quality that kills the game off, and we're comfortable. It's a Saturday afternoon that's comfortable against a team 2 leagues above us. And I thought we thoroughly deserved to be in that position, if I'm honest with you. So, I'm not leaving frustrated today. I think the boys have given us absolutely everything. And although Ashton's missed two 1-on-1s there, his work ethic out of possession today was absolutely outstanding. So, we've done a lot of work, we've done a lot of analysis this week about defensively. We're really disappointed with elements of the game on Tuesday night, although we won it 3-1. And I thought collectively, again, the back five and the midfield in front of them, they worked really hard today. And their positioning was so much better than it was on Tuesday night. So it's really positive. I just said to the boys there, if we replicate that level of performance in the league, there's not going to be a side that gets anywhere near us, and that needs to be our focus. We've got another replay on Tuesday night, but we have to replicate this week in, week out now, and if we do that, it'll be one hell of a season.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. I thought the boys were outstanding today, and as Corley said there, the work that's gone into the setting up the team today was top drawer, really first class. Explain a bit more about what goes into putting a performance on like that today.
I think that obviously manager touched on in terms of we've done a lot of work on what they do. We know quite a bit about them anyway because we've played against them over a number of years. But we've watched obviously a lot of their games back and obviously spent countless time on the phone and we met earlier on Thursday and went through it again just so that we were clear in what we wanted to do, so that the message was really clear to the players. And I thought we delivered that on Thursday night. Actually said to the players at the end of the team meeting that it was a little bit flat in the room because there was so much information going in, but we drove away from training going, do you know what, training wasn't brilliant, but it's one of them nights where there was a lot of learning done. And to play a team like Chichester and be as dominant without the ball, which is quite a difficult thing to do. I thought we were so good out of possession today that we dictated the game by doing so. And I think the players have got to take great credit for being out. We can do as much as we want on the training ground and in the classroom, but ultimately the players have got to take that on board. And every time since the first 10, 12 games of last year, every time we've done what we did today, we've had a positive result or certainly a positive performance. And I thought that was another massive positive step, again, like Corley said, for the season moving forward, that there's a lot of information gone in and they have carried that out. And on chances, we should win the game. And now we get another bite of the cherry. We know who we're going to face now because we'll be in the draw on Monday. So that gives us a little bit more excitement around it. And obviously then we go into Tuesday knowing what we've got to do. But there's no two ways about it. Tuesday will be a ridiculously difficult test down there, but we've just proven that we're more than capable, yet again, of stepping up and playing against a step 3 team and delivering a performance that warrants a team that needs to be playing at a higher level. But we've got to deliver that on a consistent basis, as Jamie said. But days like today give us a real emphasis going into the league season as well, because we can see now that we can deliver that type of performance.
Yeah, and looking at the two teams coming off today, I thought they looked as if a little bit shell shocked that they knew they'd been in a game, and our boys were coming off with disappointment after all the hard work they'd put in. So, looking forward to Tuesday, we're still very much in the game. And there's a lot to play for.
Yeah, I mean I don't think they need the confidence. I think we've got such belief in the individual players and collectively as a team that we can compete at this level. We've just got to showcase that and get out of the league. And as I say, the league above, I still think we've got players in a squad that can compete at that level. So you've shown against Dulwich and as well today that we've got a real strong squad here. And they've got the belief that they can go out there and play 2 steps above us and showcase their ability, and they've done it again today. So it's I think they've got a way of one, and are fortunate to still be in the FA Cup, and we've just got to replicate again what we've delivered today on Tuesday night and have a little bit more ruthlessness in the final third when we get them opportunities. And if we defend like we did today collectively, then we give ourselves a massive chance.
Yeah, and Matt, looking forward to Tuesday now. I suppose there's a bit of time you've got to reflect on performances today and who's available and knocks and whatever. But it should be something to look forward to.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Look, everyone wants to play football matches, and we're in the biggest cup competition in the country with an opportunity to go and hopefully we get a really good tie that's a little bit mouth-watering for both clubs, and it gives us a real incentive. Not that there's any other incentive needed other than winning the game, but it will be good to have one of those big ties sitting at the end of that, because I think that will really sort of, like I say, certainly whet the appetite going down all the way to Chichester on a Tuesday night, which is a tough place to go at any stage of the season. So, but yeah, look, we'll obviously have a chat with some of the boys tomorrow and see who's what they are and fitness-wise how they are, because they've got through a lot of work today, and we'll look at the data and see where we need to be in terms of the starting 11. But again, I think between us as a management team, we've tended to get that right most of the time over the last sort of 3, 4, 5 months of the season last year, and certainly again at the stage this year. But we're going to need to get that right because it will be a really tough test, but certainly one that we're all looking forward to.
Bring it on, guys. Well done today. Look forward to Tuesday.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.